Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and the item you request is complete. Ah, I see. I shall have your order crafted in... Hope to see you again.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
'Tis the Arisen's choice to make. Though I certainly wouldn't begrudge the chance to put my feet up.
Prepare to engage! I grant your weapon a magical boon.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them, if you like, Master. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Here's hoping I can find myself a smooth mark.
I will protect you.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
I say we give it a push and see what happens. Food is the fuel of any adventure.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness. When their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Let me get that.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
The Arisen has been drenched!
Over here, if you please.
Feast your eyes on this!
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim Are we leaving already? Bob, I was just getting warmed up. Hold it!
Very well. I shall return.
Leaving so soon? But we've scarcely begun exploring.
Some ventures are best given up to the lost.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I shan't let them harm you.
Come to test your wit. Seeker's tokens are treasures indeed. Yet where was it that you found your first? Ah, I see I needn't have worried. Well sought and well found. I trust it was a pleasant jaunt. As prop...
Outstanding.
Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. So bring forth your most beloved to me.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Well, if you think me a liar, then the item you requested is complete. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in... Hope to see you again.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Go on, have a look.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on us. Always a pleasure.
You've chosen the path of the magic archer, then. A sensible choice.
Even from the rear lines, the Arisen will lead the charge, it seems.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least. You'll find a bit of peace and quiet. leisure doing business. Reckon you trade towns can make you right sick of crap. Odds, but here, at least, leisure doing bit. Interested in my wares? Leave shores near.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many. The exciting myth. Methods of combat to be tried. Do come again.
I'll not take that.
In the end,
I'm ready.
You dare! What now?
Stay calm now. Remember your training.
Captain.
My ship
Interested in my wares?
Suppose I can always run. Maybe I'll hang about.
Reckon you trade towns can make you right sick of crowd. But here, at least. Many thanks.
This sort of quiet means all's well. Swapping stories.
Now you've done it. If this is my end.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
He's gonna regret that. And before I forget, adventuring is toilsome as 'tis, and yet you do it with a laden pack. I cannot...
I'd sooner not back those with whom we have to quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
Is as you say?
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Fetch a sack of coin. What a price. This'll fetch a sack of coin. What a price. This'll fetch a sack.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
Happens to the best of us. Don't let it get to you. This'll fetch a sack of coin. This'll fetch a sack of coin. This'll fetch a sack of coin. What a price. This'll fetch a sack of coin. What a price. This'll fetch a sack of coin. What a price. This'll fetch a sack of coin. Not live to regret this. Never get any better.
Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Well done. One path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you. Another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master.
This should be of use. Shall we see how Harve Village fares of late, Master? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, yes. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Those things kind of...
That's what you get!
Really now, what are you doing?
Forgive me, I could not help but laugh.
Risen, we ought to heal ourselves rather than chance.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Arisen.
Of course. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Focus your attacks on its heart!
That means getting within range of its maw. Be wary.
Now, while the heart is exposed,
I'll save you!
it's vital you remain level-headed.
He tries to control me to be in for a surprise. So hit it down and interrupt its foul spell. Would you lend me a hand? He controls our comrade.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Goodness, we're higher up than I thought.
We shan't fall if we remain calm and watch our footing.
Careful now.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Now there's a thought. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I can show you the way.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Goblins approach! When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look? I shan't let them harm you.
Feast your eyes on this.
seems we have enraged our foe.
Correct disappointment makes breathing right.
Understood.
Tis the simplest strategy that our foe most abhors. Knock his feet out from under him. Strike ere it recovers.
I'm not there to tell you to beat alone. Together, I think we can manage it.
Not bad.
Nice of you to say so.
Splendid. Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
'Tis as you say. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. The old man is strange in word and deed. Yet I can't quite bring myself to dismiss his tale.
Sir, it just went almost... Oi! Where are you? Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who... Is that right? You did it once. Apologies for the cheat, yet he speaks truly. Pray, calm the...
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make them think twice about settling in again?
We ought to proceed with caution.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Don't bring trouble.
Thank you.
Happens to the best of us. Don't...
You got a hankering for something?
Well met, sir. How might I... Always a pleasure.
The Saurians, that's twice you've come to... You're more than a friend. Truly, we cannot... Here he is. Jonas! What? This blasted beastren went... How many times? There can be no doubt.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck think. Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk. You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrons go causing problems, and we humans are... Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous. There! I do apologize. But we mustn't let this sour... I do hope you shall visit us.
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me.
Shall we... report this development to Captain Brandt? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
All people fear the dragon, yet 'tisn't the threat it seems. Ah, but you... All I say is true. All I say is true. Oh, that's right. I was telling you about the Gigantus. Until you went off. Now, listen well. The Gigantus isn't just as the Arisen commands the pawns, so too does the sea's peril compel the Gigantus. Supposedly, the Brine have their colossal servant monitor the dragon to ensure that it commits no acts of excess. As for what the Brine deem, and some would argue, but what of it? That brings me. 'Tis formed of clay, and tall enough to graze its brow upon the very clouds. What's more, 'tis said its lofty gaze watches o'er the world, and should it be stirred, you do not believe. Oh, that's right. I was telling you about the Now, listen well. Just as the Arisen. As for what the Brine, some would argue, but what of it? That 'tis formed of clay, and should it be... you do not believe.
I bet this box has a share of secrets.
I'd best tidy up a bit.
Hope today's rooms are plentiful.
Sometimes this is the only place.
Here we go again.
Battle cannot be avoided. This fight or die.
Very well, if I must. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them, if you like, Master.
Now to report to Captain Brandt. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well done!
I grant you roaring flame!
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
There's a shorter path we might take. Allow me to show you.
Dare I say it? You trounced our... You have my protection!
happens to the best of us. Don't let it get to you.
It grows darker with our every step.
The Arisen's soaked to the bone. Feast your eyes on this. Now there's a worthy prize. If only it weren't so far away. Is this a challenge, Arisen? To see who can keep pace? You'll not live to regret this.
Perhaps it's time to use your lantern, Master.
Not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
Fight. To arms.
No quarrel.
I shan't let them harm you.
This brute has quite the temper.
I cannot use their rage to our advantage.
Very well, I must.
chest. I'll examine. examine its contents, shall I?
I must say, I'm near dead on my feet. Might I beg a reprieve, Master?
Come. Our journey isn't over till we are safely inside.
'Tis as you say.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Well met, sir.
Living large. But dreams are free, I say.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
This is it. I've been forsaken. The rules at your left.
Let's not be hasty. Supposed to be heading home.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Your Majesty's, you will need to infiltrate. I have attempted to do what that I could undertake. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door... There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the... I refer to Wald many a time as deep and many a time as our laws dict thus. What say you? I've prepared a means. This mission demands, should you be discovered. There is much we ought to tend to. While examining the palace for some time now, what's more, this cannot be mere yet 'tis strange. I dare say, 'tis a frail hope to be certain. I am glad to hear it. There is much we ought to tend to. If we have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? What's this? The palace of Vermund is sending brass to an individual by the name of Dara. And brass is code for imitating someone. It is not unheard of for a member of the court to employ a decoy, though in our case, 'twould seem far more likely. You have done well. I believe we can call... There is much we ought to tend to. You've done a fine job, Colin. The number of those, should you continue, and ere it slips... There is much we ought to tend to. For some time now, and so, the false sovereign's I... But may I... What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries, once your infiltration... Here. This, take care. Ah. Masquerades being at much is made of a period...
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Time to be heading. If you want my advice, heed no advice.
Interested in my wares?
Suppose I'm tired. I've barely slept a wink.
The rules at your left. Today.
I'll have an early supper. Would that I could spend all day here.
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vote. Forgive me, but I'm afraid, you see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, and we cannot simply, so regrettably, let me see. What else can I tell? value of our guild. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of. He runs the local army. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Well, we'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
Hoi, fair warning. From the tell of it. Pray do be... Losing my wares for good would make me sore. but no sack of...
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
You've pushed your luck too far.
Life's been pretty kind.
The goblins. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want... to survive. So before you check the price... Just remember... Many thanks. I've...
Well met, son. How might I be of service? What to do?
I'll not take that from you.
Another day, another adventure. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Good evening, sir. You know where to find me.
Off to market I go. Isn't much to go. We'll find a tavern.
My bed calls.
Oh, watching me. I swear it. We've arrived.
Oh, it's not the doctor exact yet ere since...
I understand her. There is no medicine I am caring for. However, mayhap convalescent...
Oh!
Dear.
All right, it's...
I will look after him.
My head hurts just thinking.
Sir, 'tis a pleasure to make your... I regret that I'd not to mention. Oh. You wouldn't... You would procure it yourself. In that case, the slums are a bit... We do what we can. Your aid is most...
Tell is miasma.
Here to ask.
Shall we pay Mr.
What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Do you know the river? That's a problem. I was thinking... I'll help too.
Now we seek gold ore, though 'tis sold in shops mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Indeed, you are correct.
When I think of my...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go. There.
A new day, a new perspective.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore? That's all right. Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! Listen, I was talking to the... Thanks. Now lots of the priests have been... I want to help them, apart from ask you, that is. Oh, I'll talk to the priests in the... Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
Yes, sir. Have you... Unfortunately, only if you've the time and inclination of... As servants of the gracious... Yet, at time... Perhaps you were an unfortunate pair by chance. So, he was put into... This way, sir. Here he is. We've been administering to be perfectly on after all. But I suppose I ought not... Come! Psst.
You listen, the sister's here. It started with a slight... See that empty bed? He told me he was feeling better. Mayhap I'm just a man. Pray.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of...
Each of our patients deserves our full attention.
Medicine? Now!
Each of our patients deserves our full attention.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of... That is, none of the other Sistelles. Which is... And yet...
So, and none save the abbot? You've done this much for me. You've my... Of course, all... Should you find evidence... See, I've already... So I beg you, sir... I have noticed.
I know not why, but the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
I concur. Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Tis no great shock to me.
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Beg pardon, sir, but...
Just remember.
The agony!
You're back. Pray, tell me, what? Do you think... Mayhap you could show it to the... Pray, sir, do what you can. You're back. Pray, these look like Johann and Bruno. I recall them being at any rate, they may know...
I'd sooner not have things I could do with an ox cart for...
Elena, a fine woman. You see, I was only in the end, and once she handed him a laugh. You'd think they were whispering. Where'd they meet?
Lady, I wavered. Can't say as I missed. Post is only to be expected.
Let me get that.
This is guaranteed tomorrow. Just remember.
My bed quilts. And a sharp...
Got to get home. I can't stay here.